Hey y'all, and welcome to the Education Link Up, where theory meets practice, aka where I put all of my non-written homework assignments. So I hope you enjoy. Today's assignment is about the global context of education. We had the opportunity to choose one country to explore their education system. I chose the country of Jamaica because my family is Jamaican and I love learning more about my history. So today I'm going to interview a few people from different parts of Jamaica and I'm going to ask them about their experiences within the Jamaican education system and hope that y'all enjoy the opportunity to learn more about their experiences, their culture, and their history. And without further ado, let's get into an interview. I'm going to ask some questions for school. I'm sure you heard Hannah, so it's not a lot of questions, nothing hard or anything like that. But the first question is just to introduce yourself, your name, your age, and where you are in like the education system in your school.
My name is Daniel Bury. I'm 18 years old and I attend Excelsior. I'm in 13th grade. Grade 13, yeah.
Okay, so we'll start there. 13th grade doesn't exist in America. Can you tell me what that means or what it looks like there in Jamaica?
It's the 13th grade is basically to get a further advance the subjects that you will want to pursue in college.
So what are you studying?
I'm studying computer science.
Oh, cool. All right. So I guess the first question that I'll ask you is to take me through a typical day for you. What time do you wake up? How do you get to school? What do you have to wear? Like what is going to school like?
All right. I wake up at 5:30 in the morning. I get ready. I go out on the road and take a taxi because one taxi will bring me straight up to the school. Then when I reach, I'll go to devotion. I'll go to devotion and then after devotion I'll go to classes.
So one thing I heard a lot of the people who interviewed before you talk about was devotion. I guess since you're the oldest, I ask you, what is devotion like? Is it required? Is it at every school, or do you go to a school that's like particularly religious, or what's that like?
It's every school. It's like all right. On Mondays and Fridays is general devotion, so all the grades come together for those. On Tuesdays for me it's farm worship. So you stay inside your farm class and keep devotion. Wednesdays is out worship. So you go, everyone meet up with their houses and go for it. And Thursdays it's the entire form. So if you're in seventh grade, the entire seventh grade worship together on that day.
That's interesting. In America, a lot of like religion isn't something that people really combine with school at all. So that's interesting to hear. That's a difference, I would say, from unless you go to like a particularly Catholic school or something like that. It's not something that you do in school time. Do you know why that might be so important there? You know why like devotion would be an important part of education there?
Well, I just think they want to teach you about God in doing it.
Cool. All right. So then my next question for you is about, let me look at my list really quickly. Favorite educational experience. What was your favorite grade and why?
Favorite grade, ninth grade.
Why?
Because I had the best teachers in that year. And I met a lot of good friends that I still have to this moment.
Yeah, that's been a common thing. A lot of the people I've interviewed have talked about the friends that they've had since primary school, like all the stuff. Okay, what's the most challenging thing about school?
Would say to get iMorks on the exam because well what I'm doing the programming it's very challenging. So it's you have to practice very hard to pass the exams.
And on the topic of testing, I know your sister and cousin had already talked about like GSAT, CXC, but you've gone through all of those things. What are those processes like for you? What were they like for you to experience?
All right. GSAT wasn't that hard. They gave you everything that you learned from fourth grade up to sixth grade, and in high school, I get exams like every 2 months when I just started in seventh grade. But when I left seventh grade, I went to the eighth grade. They hardly gave tests. They gave it like every other month. Every like they only gave like three exams were that from I left seventh grade during each year.
Okay. Was it really competitive against like the people, other people in your class, or was everybody just like? Would you say it's a competitive thing or no?
Not for everyone. Some persons want to be the first in the class, but others don't really focus on it like that.
Gotcha. Okay, so if you were to share about what it was like to be in school in Jamaica with somebody who's never been, never seen it, have never interacted with like a lot of people who I'm going to be sharing this project with, what would you want them to know about Jamaican schools?
All you have to do is just follow the rules because if you don't follow the rules, you can't get inside the school. And as long as you follow the rules and you find the type of friends that you want and everything, school will be fine.
Cool. Great. Thank you for taking the time to interview with me today. Do you think I missed anything? Anything that you think might be interesting for people?
But we could have asked about the dress code or
Oh, okay, good. Tell me about the dress code.
all right, for the guys we wear khakis, and for the girls we wear tunic tunic and those stuff. And for us the guys or if our pants is too tight or our ear is not on one level, we can't go into the school.
What do you mean by your hair has to be on one level?
It's not supposed to be faded or anything like that. It has to be on one straight level all around.
Wow. So then if you okay, well, I have multiple questions now because this is interesting. What happened to guys who like have braids or locks or like, you know?
It depends, cause if it's your point of your religion, you can wear it. But if it's not, you have to take it out.
And that's in every school?
I'm not sure about every school, but I know
Cool.
it's in my.
That's so interesting. That's not that's another thing that's very different than here in the US. Like people they wear whatever they want to school and they have the right to do whatever they want with like their hair and stuff.
It's different out here.
Huh?
I'm just saying it's different out here.
Yeah, it sounds really different. Um, there was another question that made me think of. Oh wait, but what is lunch like?
Lunch. Normally I will just eat a beef patty and crown water for lunch. But if the canteen is full, I will just find a vendor and buy some snacks and juice.
Okay. Trying to think if there's so your uniform did it change like depending like every couple years or
No, all time uniform change. Well, at my school, from 7 to 9 grade, for the guys, we wear epaulets, green and yellow. For 7 to 9, the yellow is at the front, and for the females, they wear plaid ties. And when you go into 10 and 11 grade, the green for the guys, green come to the front,
um,
and the females wear green ties and belts.
so you could just look out at a crowd and kind of see where the person like how old or what
And
grade.
for the sixth form, like 12 and 13th grade, we wear white. The guys wear white shirt with a khaki pants and a tie, and the girls wear white blouse and khaki skirt with a tie.
What
Okay.
sorry. What is the college application like? So you're going to the 13th grade. You said that prepares you to continue your studies. What is the application process like, or like what is it like to go from 13th grade to college? How are
Well,
you preparing to do
no,
that?
it's not that difficult because you can apply for college from after you left 11th grade after you do CSEC.
Oh,
But if you want to go further, if you want to stay in high school for more years and further your knowledge in the subject, so you will be ahead when you go to college, you can go to sixth form.
okay. All right, give me 1 second. Is there any other questions I should have asked? What do you do for fun at school?
Well, for fun, like me and my friends during lunchtime, we'll just get together and chill.
That sounds real chill. Alrighty. Thank you so much for taking the time to let me interview you. I'm sure that we're going to benefit a lot from hearing about your experiences. Appreciate you. And I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Same to you.